Welcome back, YouTube, to another painting update for the week. So, I did get done the bare minimum amount of miniatures I wanted to get painted this week. Unfortunately, no Persians. I didn't get the Persians in until last week, and then I had to assemble them. I assembled them on Friday, or at least most of them, and then I was gone Friday, or I assembled on Thursday, and I was gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did do a little bit of painting Sunday night, and then I finished the rest of these guys up during the week, mostly today, which is Friday. So I did get done. I think it's 15 early war Germans that are in front of you. I just need to finish the Reichsadler. I need to do the decals on the helmets, the National Eagle and the Reichsadler. But other than that, they're done. I did try doing a new method for light Northern European Caucasian skin. I'll show this ammo bearer off here. I think I like it. I used a color triad, building up, trying to wet blend, or just trying to blend the colors. Some of them turned out like crap. He's one of the not so good ones. That one turned out okay, I think. But yeah, I wanted to practice skin tones. Oh, this is one of the better ones as well. I wanted to practice lighter skin tones because I want to buy a unit of Amazon hoplites, just naked female hoplites that I'm going to incorporate into my Greek army, even though it's anachronistic. So yeah, I want to really practice because I want to do. They're pretty much all skin tones, and I want to really paint them good. I want them to look really good because, well, number one, they're very expensive miniatures, but number two, they're kind of gonna be like the show centerpiece of the army. And I don't paint a lot of skin. Most of the time, I paint historical subjects. And except for like Greeks and Romans, most of my miniatures like don't have, even like the Persians. The Persians have like their hands and faces exposed, and that's it. And then I paint, if I'm painting World War II or English Civil War, the only thing that's exposed is their face and hands. Sometimes guys might have sleeves rolled up, and that's not a whole lot of skin though either. So I really wanted to try and do something different with the skin. I used a color triad. And I own like every freaking flesh paint you could imagine. But I primarily use these two colors right here, brown rose and basic skin tone. I did the base coat in brown rose, and then I did a 50-50 and then of the mix, and then I did a 25-75, and then I did essentially just a highlight with just that. So yeah, so you can see here, that's the color difference. Brown rose is a pretty good description, and then this is the basic skin tone color. But I have a lot of different skin tone colors. I typically will do how I do my Mediterranean guys is I'll do a coat of dark flesh, I'll put the Army Painter's skin wash over it, and then I just do a highlight of flat flesh. That's how I typically do it, and I think that's too dark for Northern Europeans. But then I bought two more skin colors the other day. Panzer Aces highlight flesh, and then light flesh. They're lighter skin tones, very similar. This one's a little bit more creamier. So I have tons and tons, and that's not even all the skin paints I have, because I have 3 colors from War Painter as well. Tanned flesh, which is very similar to the brown rose, just a little bit darker. Barbarian flesh and elven flesh, which is a good triad within itself. And I started out using that triad with miniatures, and it's not bad actually. And as far as Army Painter colors goes, those ones actually aren't bad colors, truth be told. But yeah, I'm trying to experiment because I really want to do the those naked female hoplites good justice. Now, I'll show off just a couple more of the models here. This is the anti-aircraft. These are a mixture of Foundry, so War Games Foundry, Black Tree Designs, and I think there's a couple of Gaddis Gamings slipped in there, but primarily Black Tree Designs and Foundry. Ammo bearer. Did some converting on these guys. I explained that in a previous video. I did do some conversions. I added some gear to a couple of them from plastic sprues and whatnot. But yeah, so these guys, these are primarily light machine gun teams, and then one heavy machine gun team and an anti-aircraft machine gun team that's likely going to be part of the battalion headquarters group or the battery, the artillery battery I'm doing, something like that. They didn't use these mounts for very long, but during Barbarossa, you can find pictures of machine guns and an anti-aircraft role. I think all of the companies had mounts for them. But yeah. Oh, and there's a squad leader figure in here too. Also Foundry. He turned out good. Added the map case for him. Big downside of the Foundry figures, they didn't come with a lot of gear. I don't know why. Like, this guy literally has a gas mask canister and a pistol case, a pistol holster, and a spare parts case. And that's it. No canteen, no bread bag. So it's like, what? Now, on some of them, I just straight up added equipment. This guy only had a gas mask canister, but I took an extra bread bag and mess kit set thing that I had from the plastic sprues and added them on there. And I think I did the same with this guy. Added on the entrenching tool, bayonet, gas mask canister kit there, so that way he had some extra kit. And I did it with some more too. Yeah, I can't remember. There's a few more I just added equipment to. Now the Black Tree Designs guys, those guys are just good. They're just good right off the bat. So yeah, that's that. We'll move on to the product I acquired. Alrighty, so I didn't acquire very much, as you can see, just 3 miniatures. But there's a online vendor who does 3D printed resin miniatures called Brother Vinny. He's like from Slovakia, and he's the one. He does. He has like a bunch of like nude women, females, fantasy stuff. He doesn't have a lot of historical stuff. He had 4 World War II miniatures. These are my first 3D printed miniatures. They're all Germans. They're all Waffen SS guys. Or like they're real life people. They're from photographs. So this guy right here. Well, I'll show those guys off later. But as you can see here, this is one guy. He's in winter gear. The quality of the printing is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I cannot tell difference if this was molded resin, poured resin. Maybe better, honestly. The quality is absolutely outstanding. The quality of the sculpt is pretty nice. There's some small things, like I wish the Stormgewehr, I think, could look a little bit better. It looks a little blocky, not like a Stormgewehr. But the Panzerfaust is fine. The figure itself is very fine. No complaints there. And then I got special figure here. That's right, Joachim Piper. So this is actually Joachim Piper from a photograph of him. He'll have his Car 98 right there. So that's Piper. And these guys will be all part of my SS Army. And then this is also from a famous photograph during the Battle of the Bulge. A guy in Piper's unit at Stavelot, I believe, which I'm going to in a few months. I'm going to go visit Stavelot. Yeah, so he's like walking past some burnt out American equipment. So he's a guy from Piper's Conf group, carrying his Car 98. But he's also extremely well. So these miniatures are really well done, and I got these because number one, I have a Waffen SS Army. that's in the works, so I can just add them to there as command figures and whatnot. But also because I didn't before spending like $80 on this unit of female hoplites. I wanted to make sure that the quality was good, and the quality is very good. Honestly, it's seriously tempting me to get into the 3D resin printing game, because that quality is absolutely amazing. So yeah, so if you guys are wanting anything from Brother Vinny's miniature store, I can tell you from the 3 I bought, pretty damn good. Don't hesitate. The quality is nice. Very minimum cleanup too. Very minimum, just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Nothing worse than if you had bought from Warlord or Perry's or anything like that. So that's this week's update. A little long-winded, but I will be doing some painting this weekend. Thank the Lord. And the plan is mega paint some Persians. Sunday, my wife and kid are gone all day, and I'm going to ball out on painting Persians. I do got to cut the grass at some point, but other than that, it's Persians, Persians, Persians. My goal is to paint 24 Persians this weekend. So, until next time, guys.